What it do, man? It's your boy Great Moose, and welcome back to the channel. And this is the first NBA 2K26 My Player Build video for you guys. And we got a banger for you guys, man. Shout out to the Grade A squad for always showing love and support on the channel thus far and staying patient, man. I truly appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoy the video intro because, as you can see, this build shoots lights out. And it's nothing this build can't do. So before we get into the build, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, let me know your thoughts on the build and what other builds you like to see on the channel. Without further ado, man, let's get right into it. We're not gonna waste no time. First and last name is your preference. Hands are gonna be your preference. Jersey number is always gonna be your preference. And for the position, it's gonna be a center. Height is gonna be 7 feet. Weight 255 pounds with a 7'2" wingspan. So you're gonna have an 89 mid range, which is going to give you set shot specialist on gold if you would like. And you're also going to be able to get the 71 ball handle, which is going to allow you to get handles for days on bronze. So let's hop into it. For finishing, we went with an 80 close shot. And not for no particular reason, that's just what we was able to get based on filling out our build. Driving label went through with a 76. This is going to give us the Bam Adebayo floater, which is one of the best floaters in the game outside of some bonuses. Drive and dunk with a 75. That's going to give us the Victor Wembanyama dunk package once you tie that into your 90 standing dunk. And if a post control, we went with just a 70 for the moment. Now, for the shooting, we only went with an 80 3-pointer. And then we went with an 85 on the mid-range with a 79 free throw. Now, as you see in the clips that's shown on the screen and what you've seen in the intro, this build shoots lights out, and it's only with an 83 pointer. So just imagine if this build had an up tier, the 89 or plus on the 3-pointer. He'd be shooting from Yucatan, but you do not need that high of a 3-pointer to shoot consistently in this game. And I'm gonna give you guys the jump shot, the best jump shot I believe for bigs in this year's game. So let's move on to the next part. Playmaking. 71 on the ball handle, which I already mentioned is going to give you handles for days. And it's also going to have you unlock the pro dribble moves, KD's dribble moves, and Giannis's. Also, speed with ball, we're going with a 55. That's going to give us the Giannis Antetokounmpo dribble styles. Now, also, if you're not a fan of that dribble style, you can use Paulo's, where you should only need a 50 speed with ball to unlock. But we went with a 55 for that Giannis. And pass accuracy, which is kind of fluky in this year's game, I'm not going to lie. It works at certain points, it doesn't, but we went with an 87 on the pass accuracy. This is going to give us break starter on gold. Now, requirements really quickly, if you're new to 2K26, you haven't got the game yet, all the requirements for badges is pretty much the same from 25. The only difference is strength is not tied into box out beast. It's one of the few differences in this builder. However, you do have build specializations, and cap breakers work a lot different than they did in 25, which I will explain once we max out the build. So now for defense, we went with an 82 interior. We went with a 62 perimeter defense. This is going to give us immovable force on bronze. 82 interior is going to give us post lockdown on silver. And we have a 60 still to get interceptor. And for block, we went with an 84. This is going to give us paint patroller on silver. And you're going to have high flying denier on silver as well. Now for rebounding, this build's pretty much like a stretch who can play the 5. It really is good at the 4 position as well if you're doing double bigs. So we went with a 94 defensive rebound. And we went with an 80 offensive rebound. And I'm going to explain the reason why we went with defensive rebound priority over offense in just a second. For physicals, we went with a 62. Agility went with a 50. And strength, we went with an 83, just enough to give us brick wall on silver. And vertical, we went with an 80. And this is the build. Now, really quickly, the reason why we went with defensive rebound over offense is we're going to use our build specialization, which what this is you're going to be able to choose between finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, and rebounding and prioritize that ability to get extra cap breakers in said category. You can only use these cap breakers on that category or your physicals. So we decided to go with the rebounding specialization to get the +2, allowing us to get a 96 defensive rebound, which would give us Hall of Fame rebound chaser. That's our reason right there. Now, this is the build that you see in the clips. And the final build name you're going to get is, of course, you got the shades of Wembanyama, DeMarcus Cousins, and Joel Embiid. You get a break starting mid-paint riser. And as you can see, man, we have no weaknesses on this build. But we're going to go back to the builder really quickly, because this being my first build for the game, and I love this build. There is some things I noticed and been playing this game. There's some tweaks I made. And if you want to make this build still, by all means you can. Just tweak it to your liking. However, if I was to remake this build already, some things that I would do differently would be, first and foremost, we're going to increase our speed and we're going to increase our strength. So we're going to lower the vertical to a 77. Because all you need is pogo stick on gold, and you only need a 77 vertical for that. 80 was just something that I like for the sweet spot, but you can do just fine with a 77. Then you can use that to upgrade your speed to 65. You can lower your free throw to a 75 if you like, and then probably put past that at 85, because you can always cap break this. And then this is going to allow you, now, this is what I would do differently. I will increase my mid-range, because I use cap breakers. I have currently 2 cap breakers already. I put 2 on my mid-range, allowing me to get the jump shot I'm using in the videos, as well as KD's jump shot animations at 87 mid-range. So you could just go mid-range and do +1 there and get the 86 off rip. That's one route. The reason why I decided not to go 89 off rip for the mid-range is I was willing to work on this build. This would be my long-term build. Now, you can tweak it to your liking to get the 89 mid-range off rip, but again, use this build as a template. So yes, I'll probably put up the mid-range, but I will keep it at 85 just for the video. I will up my layup to an 80. This is going to give me the Kevin Durant layup package as well as silver physical finisher. And I will go down to steal. I will lower 6. I don't play the passing lanes that much. I kind of play honest defense. So I'll lower my steal as low as I can. So I will, boom, 37. And then I'll up my strength to an 88. And if we have anything left over, put it on close shot if you want. It doesn't really change much. Post control doesn't really change much. Even though free throw if you want a higher free throw. But I'll probably lean towards that 86 mid-range to start off rip. So you don't have to spend an extra cap breaker here. You can use it on your pass accuracy and maybe even your finishing. So this will be one of the ways I will tweak the build. And then we go into the build fit completement, still the same shades. And you get a mid-paint break start and bully instead. And you still have no weaknesses. So there's plenty of ways you can make this build. And that's going to be the build. Now, let's get into the animations. So here we are. Here's our animations currently. I'm using Trae Young's passing style. I feel like his passing style is really, really good in this game. But here's some of the other ones I have at my disposal. I tried out LeBron's. Jimmy Butler's is really good as well. A sleeper, though, if you only want to go with a 77 pass accuracy, De'Aaron Fox's passing style, to me, is really good. It's one of the top passing styles for your most bang for your buck, in my opinion. So that's just another sleeper right there, just a shout out. Now, dribble step went with Giannis. Size up was pro. Breakdown combos, normal. Escapes, Kevin Durant. Combo, pro, as I mentioned. Crossovers, pro, which you need a 70 ball handle for. And in the game, this is really, really quick and smooth. But if you feel like you don't need the ball handle that much and you want to put stats elsewhere, as long as you have a 40, I feel like normal will get the job done as well. So just want to put that out there. Behind the back, pro, spin, KD, hesitation, KD, step back, pro. And I was messing with Stephen Curry's dribble style, but Kobe's is the best way to go. Now, motion style, I've been messing around with DeAndre Ayton's, But Goga was another one I was using. Clint Capella was the one I started off with, and what you will see in the clips. But these are the ones I have. I don't have NBA 2K Labs to see which one's the best one, but I feel like these ones probably will be in that category if I had to take a guess for it. Post go-to shot, T-Max. You don't get much as a big, but T-Max to me is the best one by far. And you only need a 60 post control to get it, and it's easy to cue with the button or with the right stick. Post hop shot, I use Luka's just because it just creates a little bit of space and it's different. But you could definitely go to Dirk's. Dirk's is really easy to cue as well. Post hook, I don't do post hook, so I leave it at basic. Post fade, KD. Julius Randle for the layup spin. Now, this is really, really quick. And it's really decisive. I really love it. Jaren Jackson's is good too. Especially if you want to cancel out of it and go with an up and under. But for me, I'm using Julius Randle. Then you got the layup hop step. There is no other one better than Julius Randle's. This might be one of the best ones in the game, if I'm being honest. And you only need to be 6'5" to get it. So, yeah, I ain't got much else to say about this. This is really, really good. Layup, Zion. There's really nothing else to it for the Euro layup. Randle's is okay, but Zion got the best one in my opinion for bigs. We don't get any quick scoops for bigs, which I wish we did, but this doesn't look too bad. But I wish we did get at least one animation. Maybe we will during the seasons unlocked. Floater, I already told you, Bam Adebayo. The best one in the game. Another one will be Sabonis for bigs. Obviously, if you're a guard, Devin Booker's another one you can look at for sure. But these are the best ones by far in the game and for bigs. Layup reverse, Zion. Layup normals, Bam. Here's my dunks. I have baseline reversals off 2. That's it for 2-foot dunks. 1-foot dunks, I don't have any. To get quick drops off one, you need an 80 driving dunk. So you can always cap break to get that, but that wasn't really a necessity for me on this build. And standard dunks, regular, 2 hands under the basket. Pro and elite under the basket pulls. 2-hand under the basket of athletic. And we got the pro contact dunks. And I didn't equip it yet, but we also have the elite contact dunks as well for bigs. And my signature dunks, Giannis. I was messing with KGs for a little bit because it's new. It's not too bad. The Whites. Amari Stoudemire is one of my favorites that they added in this year's game, man. Look at those dunks that you get. And it's quick, and it's powerful, and it's hard to block them. So definitely want to go with Amari's. And you see the requirements. 75 standard dunk, 70 driving dunk. You need a 65 vert. And you have to be a big 6'10 and up. And then, of course, we got Wembenyama's. Save an exit. Oh, hold on. Can't leave just yet. We got hop jumpers and spin jumpers is all KD. Pull up is Bam. I like Bam's pull up. Michael Porter's is another really good one. But, you know, Normal 2 is probably one of the best ones because it doesn't really change going left or right on the pull up fades. So definitely can use Normal 2. Go-to shot. I'm using DeAndre Ayton's. It's quick and simple. It gets to the point, man. And I love it. It's hard to really tell if you're going to pull up on a shot with that. So that's why I like it. And then Pascal's is another one I like as well for bigs. Free throw. If you've been watching my videos since 25, you already know. CP3 for the W, though. Not Chris Paul. Candace Parker. Always been easy to cue. And last but not least, the moment you guys been waiting for, the jump shot. Michael Porter Jr. base is one of the best bases in the game and definitely for bigs. I know people love Jonathan Isaac, and if you watch my videos from 25, I always said I wasn't the biggest fan of Isaac's, even though it wasn't bad. By far, it's not bad. But I just wasn't a fan of it. And you see my big in 25, I use Jabari Smith Jr. base. I tried to do that. It wasn't the same feel as it was in 25. So I had to go with Michael Porter Jr. And the beauty of this, you only need an 83 mid-range or three-pointer to unlock the base. But you do need an 86 mid-range or three-point shot to get this exact jump shot here. So here we go. Michael Porter Jr. base, LaMarcus Aldridge on the upper release 1, and Kevin Durant for the release 2. My visual cue is on release. Release speed's maxed out, and the blend is 45 LaMarcus, 55 Kevin Durant. And you seen in the clips, this jump shot is chicken. It's chicken. Ain't nothing else to describe it. You guys didn't want RNG, so I was all about timing that shot. I shoot lights out with this shot, man. As a matter of fact, really quickly before we get into the percentages in park, here's the build right now. Currently at a 95 overall. And it looks really promising. As you see, I got 2 cap breakers, as I mentioned, and I put +2 on the mid-range. Now, cap breakers work different in this year's game. Depending on your ratings and attributes, you might get +4 with 1 cap breaker, as opposed to you see in standard dunk +1. So this is another thing you want to look out for when you're making your builds. Just want to put that out there. Now, I'm going to show you guys my percentages on the park. So I only played 8 games. I've really been in the rec a lot. But you see that 3-point percentage, man. 68% from the 3. And we won half our game, so we're 4-4 as you can see. But jump shot is chicken, man. And then for rec, I'm shooting 54%. Been playing with some randoms. It's rough out there playing with randoms, especially as a 5. They like to get shots up. But nonetheless, the win percentage could be better. But once I get a full squad consistently, I think that will go up. I'm not worried about that. I normally don't really lose too much in the rec once I get my squad on. And 3-point percentage, that's really good. I'm aiming for that 60 and up though. But that's going to be the build, man, and that's going to be the video. If you made it this far, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on the episode and the build. And stay tuned because I got another big build dropping soon. And it's the first of its kind. I haven't seen no creators or anyone with this build title. You have seen people with the triple threat title, but how many two-way triple threat builds have you seen on the game? So stay tuned. I got that build dropping soon. It's your boy Grade A Musa. Shout out to the Grade A squad. Make sure you stay sharp, stay elite, and stay Grade A. Peace.
Hey, run that thing up.